Hello and welcome back. My name is Randy Scamihorn, and this is the Chairman's Brief. Thank you for joining me for another episode as we talk about how Cobb Schools and the Cobb Board works for you. This week, we will be joined by our fourth guest, Cobb Schools Chief, Academic Officer Jennifer Lawson. As you can see, we're in a new location this time. This school year, we have opened the Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy and are excited to learn more about this wonderful new facility. As board chair for Cobb Schools, I am the spokesperson for the school board and can tell you, as a citizen of Cobb County, you live in one of the best counties with the best school system in the country. As you can tell, if you've tried to move into Cobb recently, people want to move to Cobb. Real estate prices tell you people from around Atlanta and even from around the country want to move here, in large part driven by our high-quality schools and programs. We offer high-quality academics, athletics, fine arts, and as you will hear directly from our Chief Academic Officer, innovative district programs like Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy. And now, Jennifer Lawson. Jennifer, before we talk about CETA, which is the abbreviation we use for the Academy, tell us a little bit about yourself and the work you lead.
I am a proud resident of Cobb County. I have been with the district little over a decade. I have 3 children, 2 of which have graduated from Cobb already. I've had the privilege of serving as a principal in Cobb and as the assistant superintendent of teaching and learning prior to this role. So I feel a strong dedication and commitment to the county as a whole and especially to the Cobb County School District.
Well, in 100 words or less, what is CETA? And I know I've mentioned it once before, but what does CETA stand for?
CETA stands for the Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy. It was a vision that started many years ago with the school district and the buy-in of our community and industry partners, looking for an opportunity to build relevancy and rigor in our students as they engage in learning and to ultimately provide them with choices and simultaneously to fill our workforce needs in our community.
Oh, very good. I visited CETA's website earlier and noticed as a district program, any student from anywhere in the district is able to attend. Is that right, or is this program only available to some students in some parts of the county?
That's a great question, Mr. Scamihorn, and it is a district solution, meaning that any student in Cobb County has the option of applying to the Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy. So we are really proud that we have students across all of our high schools that in our inaugural year this year have opted to apply, and so we're excited to watch that grow in the second class that will be coming in August of next year.
Oh. In general, and this next question that I want to ask, a follow-up question is, do I have to be a straight A student to qualify to come to CETA, or how do we look at that?
No, sir. We have students that fit any degree of diverse approaches as far as instruction and academic prerogative. So you may have a student that has straight A's and is looking to go into post-secondary college and beyond. You may also have students that don't have a straight A GPA, but are equally motivated by the right programs. And so there's an opportunity in this particular situation that we can accommodate the needs of both, so that we just help students to reach their potential and what their goal is and to discover who they are and what they're capable of and introduce them to some real-world application to build their skill set and to get an idea of what opportunities are there for them post-graduation. So we don't have a particular type of student that fits into the Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy. We are committed to diversifying the experience and making sure that we meet the needs of the students who are interested in coming. And sometimes those needs are different, but we're able to accommodate those and still remain true to the experience of being a CETA student.
I may put you on the spot a little bit here, but do you know if a student has to provide their own transportation? And if I'm a junior and I've not attended CETA before, or senior, can I come to CETA?
That's another great question. We are targeting our rising ninth graders because there is an academic design plan that if they start as freshmen, we're able to work through completing one pathway, if not multiple. In addition, there's some dual enrollment opportunities and work-based learning and some internships. So if you start as a freshman, we're able to build in all of those robust opportunities for you to experience. However, we also wanted to be flexible enough so that we have some students who go to our high school as a freshman, don't necessarily find their way in their traditional local neighborhood school and may want to exercise that opportunity. And so the staff at CETA has been great at being able to adapt that academic plan and still be able to get those robust experiences if you are 10th through senior. And so predominantly, we're looking at rising freshmen applying every year, but we certainly want to keep the door open for some of our students who may have started off at a traditional high school and then become aware of this option, and we're able to still tweak and adjust the program enough to still have the integrity of the experiences available to them.
Okay. And then just a follow-up part of that question on transportation.
We do offer transportation, much like some of our other specialized programs. We offer a centralized location, so if you live in a certain part of the district, you would go to the centralized location. A bus would pick you up and deliver you here, so we wanted to limit the access issues for our students who don't live in this particular area and may choose to come from any one of our high school areas.
Okay, great. I was reading about the pillars or the industries that are part of CETA. Emerging technologies, healthcare and community services, and maker industries, I believe. The first two are pretty intuitive sounding, but what are maker industries?
Consider those to be the things that I think about: wood and pipes and electrical, and the things that you really start from just raw materials and build these amazing resources and opportunities. So if you happen to swing by our construction pillar, you will see students starting with raw materials, and before you know it, you'll come back and they have erected a small house. Plumbing is the same way. And so our makers industry is really about those trades that are so specialized and so needed in our community. And so we begin with our students with just raw materials, and they learn one day at a time in order to fashion all of those things together and to end up with a product that I dare say I would not be able to create. And so they are making out of just raw materials incredible opportunities that fill gaps within our community in a multitude of industries.
Do we have community partners who have helped build and support CETA, or has this been an entirely district process?
We have been very fortunate that when this vision was created for the Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy, we had industry partners within our community that stepped forward to be a voice in this work. So for example, when we built the space, obviously we knew what pathways we identified as being needed in the next 5 to 10 years for the Cobb County as a whole. And then we had industry partners who had a strong presence in this community who came to the table with us to guide what these student experiences need to look like, what the spaces need to look like, so that when these students graduate from the Cobb Innovation and Technology Academy, the vision is that they have had such an integral influence from our community industry partners that our partners we envision coming in and picking up our kids. They graduate on a Friday, and on Saturday they would be prepared to start work at one of these industry partners who has been part of this journey. And so even the spaces that you'll see here at CETA are influenced by what our cutting edge industry spaces look like, so that we mimic as much as possible what that real world experience is looking like, so our students can transition seamlessly from K-12 education into the workforce or into post-secondary and then into the workforce. So we have been very, very fortunate to have some powerful community leaders and industry partners who are willing to come to the table and help to guide and inform everything that has come to fruition that you see before you.
If I happened to be watching this and I was a business owner or manager and felt like I had something I wanted to offer CETA, would I contact CETA directly, the director there, or should I contact you?
You could certainly do both. I would strongly encourage our community leaders to visit the CETA website. Dr. Tiffany Barney is our director over this program and is a wealth of knowledge, and I know her staff has a million different ways for people to plug in depending on what's available and what their interest is. So they certainly could reach out to me and I can connect them with the right people, but I also encourage them to visit our website or to reach out directly to Dr. Barney and the CETA staff. We would love to have their voice in partnership as well.
If this program sounds interesting to a parent or a student watching this video, what's their next step to find more information?
We have a website, and I would encourage them to go to it. There's lots of information, frequently asked questions, information about registration, information about what a student's experience would entail. So there's lots of information at that website. It's a great starting place. Certainly if they have any follow-up questions, they are more than welcome to reach out to Dr. Barney and her staff to help answer any of those individual questions about their own child's experience. We encourage those same family members to reach out. They've done a great job at hosting this year, of course, a lot of virtual tours, but we look forward to being back to a bit more normal and having lots of community members and parents in the building to see what this incredible experience has to offer.
Okay. Did CETA replace the other technology courses at our other high schools?
No, sir. One of the commitments that the Cobb County School District had when this vision began was this just becomes another layer of what we believe is a very robust career technical agricultural educational, our CTAE program, and all of our high schools have CTAE programs. And so this is just the next layer at supporting that work. And so these programs were not about removing anything that existed, but instead adding another layer to it. And so we do envision soon being able to bring our other high schools who have some of these programs to this facility in almost like a field trip experience, and giving them opportunity as well to have some hands-on opportunities.
Okay. Where are we going in the future with CETA?
When we began this vision, one of the things that we knew we wanted to do is we opened this year, and as we continue to grow the capacity and impact of this program, part of the vision is that there will open up expansive opportunities for other students to engage in the CETA experience. For example, we hope to target some of our younger students, perhaps older elementary, middle school, to come during off times such as fall break or winter break or summer for a camp kind of experience to open them to the opportunity of what's here and what career opportunities there are to study. We also envision that as the program continues to grow, there could be students who want to exercise accessing some of these incredible experiences in the summer months. So we could have a student who wants to take a cybersecurity pathway course during the months of June and July. So we are really looking at expanding the footprint of how students can access CETA as time goes by and we continue to grow the capacity.
Okay. Real quickly on that, did I hear you say that you could come and visit during fall break or winter break or like whatever, that's just for a week long there? Is that just for a tour or is that a short course?
It could be both. For
Okay.
example, we could have fifth grade students at some point that during fall break, some of the camps we offer at our schools for
Okay,
different
so it'd be like a
things
camp.
could come for and have access to some of the equipment and just open their minds to the opportunities of what's here for them as they begin to matriculate through education and figure out what are the choices that the Cobb County School District affords them as a student when the time comes for them to make that.
Well, maybe you can help me, but let me see if I can. I had the privilege of having a tour here, And I know we cover automotive and many areas of healthcare and welding. Help me, what else do we have here, just very briefly?
We have cybersecurity and networking.
Security.
We have healthcare, which has a multitude of pathways under it. We are opening energy and power this year, so we're really excited about that. Our maker industry, construction, plumbing, automotive.
There we go.
There's a plethora of opportunities depending on what you're interested in.
Outstanding. Okay. Jennifer, thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining us for another episode of the Chairman's Brief. I hope our time together has been useful in helping you, our customers. It is because of our community and staff that this county truly is the best place to teach, lead, and learn. Thanks again, and we'll see you on next week's edition of the Chairman's Brief.